Book 1, Chapter 8. Appearance of a Goddess. To my amazement, as I made my obeisance toward the bright light of the remarkable bowl of brilliant gold, I felt some strong power pouring into myself. As I continued watching it, the bowl grew in size and became clearer and clearer, like crystal. Soon it turned into the divine figure of a goddess. Her whole body was golden, a hue we call the golden yellow skin on the Buddha. She was clad in a dark crimson coat over a translucent and diaphanous white robe, and her expression was one of deep compassion. The goddess took my hand with a smile. "I am the goddess known as the keeper of the toilet," she said. "Let me give you this." And she drew from a fold in her robe a scarf about 10 inches in length and placed it in my left hand. Then, promising that we would meet again, she changed back into a golden bowl and, swift as a spark struck from a flint, ascended into the air through the cloud layers back into the heavens. At the time, I could not help wondering what kind of goddess she was and why she descended to this desolate place in order to bestow on me such a remarkable treasure. Much later, after a pilgrimage to Ayabe, I found the answer to my questions. The foundress of Oomoto said, Kinkatsu Kane no Kami was an earth deity. Her whole body was golden, and she was confined in the lavatory where she endured many ordeals and hardships. Having successfully discharged these onerous duties, she was given a very important mission to carry out. Therefore, unless you are possessed of such an attitude that you are willing to clean toilets, you cannot take part in divine affairs. People these days are more apt to yearn after promotion and eminence. But if you are to be associated with spiritual affairs, you should be the kind of person who finds it enjoyable to clean out dirty places. Otherwise, how can you fulfill the divine mission of the great cleansing and purifying of the greater world? After finding these hallowed observations in the Ofudezaki, I felt very strange and was highly surprised at the delicacy and profundity of the plan for administering the affairs of the divine world. Having parted from the goddess, I made my way through steep mountainsides and fields. Now I am deep in the mountains. Nor sun nor moon nor stars appear. Wolves howl. There was a filthy pool, looking like a mere or swamp, by the side of the icy path. In it a handsome 30-ish young man was drowning. His body was covered with parasites except for his face. But up to the neck he was crawling with worms. Then suddenly his face swarmed with thousands of stinging insects. Instinctively I chanted twice in succession, "Great Goddess Amaterasu, we leave all in your hands." And to my great surprise, he turned again into a personable young man and crawled up out of the pool expressing his gratitude with a look of great happiness. His story went as follows. An ancestor of mine committed the abomination of raping Ryujo. I followed in his footsteps and committed the same atrocity myself. For these sins I have had to endure the sufferings you have just seen. But when I heard your divine words, I was turned back into my former self. With that, he expressed his heartfelt thanks